Okay, hello. We're live. Can you hear me okay? Okay, there you are. Alrighty, so Forged in the Barrens. First expansion of the Year of the Griffin. Releases in 2 days. So there is a lot of new crap in this set. New keyword. Frenzy. Minions with Frenzy trigger a powerful effect after surviving damage for the first time. Kinda similar to the Enrage mechanic, but I mean, I guess this is different, and I guess this is better, right? Ranked spells. Oh, okay, yeah, I've seen some of these. So these spells do one thing at 0 mana. They do something stronger at 5 mana, and something stronger at 10 mana. The spell schools, just like they had in the World of Warcraft trading card game. Now there's arcane spells, fell spells, fire, frost, holy, nature, and shadow. Mercenaries, 10 legendary minions representing a different class. Stories will unfold throughout the Year of the Griffins. This is kind of like the Loas from the Rosticon set. Hey, interesting. A god in the voodoo religion of Haiti. Interesting. So, the Loa cards. That's right. So the Loas were mostly used in the Rumble Run. And then, of course, they were legendary minions also for each class. I mean, that was kind of whatever. None of them were... I mean, a few of them were good. I don't think that any of them were, like, particularly game-breaking. And then Forged in the Barrens contains 135 new cards. Expansion will contain a mini-set. I hate this stupid mini-set. I hate it that they're doing that now. I would much rather see them release... Instead of doing a mini-set, I would much rather see a... like, mini-adventure, or like a free-to-play adventure during... I don't even know how to describe what I'm saying, but like, so instead of having a mini-set where they release 35 new cards, I'd rather see them do a small adventure, something similar to like League of Explorers or One Night in Karazhan, something like that, where we still got the 35 cards, but instead of just getting them and then being added to the pool of cards for the packs, instead you just get them. You data mined something very interesting about Wailing Caverns. What does that mean? Okay. I'm going through the game data. Staff found a highly interesting... a new card set named Wailing Caverns mixed in with the other sets. Okay. Truth be told, that any card set name can be found here. Would have been interesting news. This in particular is interesting because it has very obvious link to the Barrens area in Warcraft. Wailing Caverns is the very first dungeon instances you enter in World of Warcraft and is located in the middle of the Barrens. Okay. So yeah, probably... Okay, so yeah, that might be the mini set. That's the name of a dungeon in Vanilla Classic. How long is the delay here, I wonder? Let me see. How can I test this? Because I think the delay is really insane right now. Let me see if there's a way I can check how long my latency is. Bear with me here. I'm still trying to figure out how streaming on YouTube works. Seems like it's really insane. Yeah. So new plan. I'm gonna try something that I've never done before. Stand by. Because, like, we can't do... Like, we just can't do this. We gotta... You play card games the right way? No, absolutely not. I refuse. I'm gonna see if I can actively stream to Twitch while I'm streaming to YouTube. Because I hate to stop the YouTube stream, but this chat delay is ridiculous. Okay, so we might crash here. Okay, let's see what happens. If we crash, we crash. Please log out. Log back in to refresh your credentials. Okay. Stream. Oh yeah, it doesn't have my stream key. I wonder where you find that these days. There we go. Okay, now let's try this. I have no idea what this is going to do to my PC. But if my CPU usage gets too high, then I'll just end the stream on Twitch. So let's see.
Oh my god.
What?
Your stream is a shit show.
Yeah, it really is. Like, I don't know what's happening.
That's okay.
Okay, let's see if this breaks everything. Okay. So, supposedly I'm still using under 10% CPU power. So, I mean, if that's legit, if that's the case, I mean, that's fine. I can live with that. No, that's the wife's chair. Pop that out. I think my bitrate probably looks like crap right now. Okay, Derek, try running over to Twitch and messaging in the Twitch chat. See if that works better. Hey, hey. Okay, how's that delay? Is that delay a little less intense? Good God, I have a lot of crap going on. Yeah, I think it's probably going to be a lot better. Okay, let's read a couple of the comments. Let me know when you see that I'm looking at the comments. Druid of the Fang, already referred to. The Wailing Caverns and his flavor. Okay. Played WoW for almost 15 years now. Pretty hyped about this possible future set, or maybe a single player mode, sort of dungeon run, where you get to battle the numerous dungeon bosses of Warcraft. Wailing Caverns. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of a noob, sorry. I don't know this stuff. Anyway. So yeah, I think that's going to be a little better. Noob. Yeah, I think that's going to be a lot better. So we'll keep it like this for now. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's talk about the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is obviously my least played class, as it just came out. Kurtrus Ashfallen. 4 mana, 3/4. Attack the left and right most enemy minions. Outcast immune this turn. That's pretty good. So that's So as long as he's on the left or rightmost card in your hand, you do 3 damage to 2 different minions, and he's immune, so he sticks for at least 1 turn. So that, I mean, that's pretty good at 4 mana. I don't think that's going to be like an overly ridiculous power. Then the other legendary, Death Speaker Blackthorn, 7 mana, 3/6, horrible stats. Summon 3 Death Rattle minions that cost 5 or less from your deck. That's why his stats suck, because his ability is ridiculous. Okay. Yeah, you can tell her that, but I'm not going to. Sigil of Flame. The 2 epics, Sigil of Flame, at the start of your next turn, deal 3 damage to all minions. I don't like that at all. Yeah, like, what if... Yeah, that's going to force your opponent into doing trades they wouldn't normally want to do. But you're still playing a card for 2 mana and then waiting a turn and hoping it has an effect. It's strictly worse than Doomsayer. Like, that's all this is it's just a strictly worse Doomsayer. Because, I mean, that, at least, for sure kills everything. Whew. And then, finally, Vengeful Spirit. 4 mana, 4/4. Outcast, draw 2 Death Rattle minions. Why is Death Rattle suddenly a thing with Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter's thing was never Death Rattle. But I guess it is now. Razorfen Beastmaster, 3 mana, 3/3. Death Rattle, summon a Death Rattle minion that costs 4 or less from your hand. Okay. And Sigil of Silence. So similar... Kind of similar to Sigil of Flame. I mean, this is more preventing your opponent from playing something good, because he would know that it's going to be silenced next turn. It's 0 mana, so honestly I like this a lot better than Sigil of Flame. I feel like you're going to get a lot more utility out of a 0 mana card that silences only enemy minions, rather than a 2 mana card that does 3 damage, especially when both of them don't take effect until next turn. Tusk Piercer, the first weapon, 1 mana, 1/2, Death Rattle, draw a Death Rattle minion. That's really good, especially if they're, for some reason, pushing demons into Death Rattle builds. That's really good. Vile Call, 3 mana, summon 2/2 demons with life, 2 2/2 demons with life steal. Whatever. Not gonna get played in Constructed. Then Razor Boar, 2 mana, 2/2, summon a Death Rattle minion that costs 3 or less from your hand. So there's a lot of... Okay, Death Rattle minion, so this would not work with that. So there's a lot of synergy right here with the Death Rattle cards, but like, I don't think it's strong enough just here to be something like useful or playable. Because like, yeah, if you get lucky on 2, you can play a Razor Boar, run it into something, get a Razorfen Beastmaster for free, run it into something, and then get a 4 mana Death Rattle card for free. Or I mean, in theory, you could play a Vengeful Spirit on 6, draw 2 Death Rattle minions, and then play a Razor Board. So like, yeah, I get it. I just think it's not nearly powerful enough for what the meta is with Standard. Standard is just so fast all the time for no reason. So I just don't know how this is going to keep up unless there's some ridiculous neutral Death Rattle minions. And then the last Demon Hunter card is Fury, rank 1. This is the first rank spell. At 1 mana, give your hero +2 attack this turn. Let's see what it upgrades to. Rank 3 is when your mom uses your middle name. How do I find what rank 2 and 3 look like? Attack. Okay, so according to this, rank 2 is just going to be +3 attack. So what, at rank 3, at 10 mana, best case scenario, it doubles and you do 6. I mean, Demon Hunter already has the 4 mana, or I'm sorry, not 4 mana. It's, what, 8 mana? Let me see here. There's an 8 mana Demon Hunter card. We'll just go to Deck Builder for Demon Hunter because I don't remember what the name of the card is. Come on now. There we go. So yeah, there's an 8 mana card. Inner Demon, 8 mana. Give your hero +8 attack this turn. So I'm pretty sure Fury is just going to be less damage than that. But, I mean, even if it's less damage, if rank 2 is, you know, enough extra damage, it might still balance it out. But I think that's just going to be strictly worse. So let's move on to Druid. Druid gets Guff Rune Totem, 3 mana, 2/4. After you cast a nature spell, give another friendly minion +2/+2. That seems really good, but you have to have... It assumes a lot of things. It assumes that you are playing nature spells. It assumes that you have other minions. So, I mean, but at 3 mana, 2/4... If nothing else, it's not bad for curve. And I mean, you hit this with one... If you hit this with one other... If you hit one minion with this, then you're talking about it being well worth it. Absolutely, we need Earth and Moon. I don't know if that's going to be a thing or not, but... Okay, so for... Whoa! Okay, so... Embiggen is a nature spell. Oh my god. So, what are we gonna do? We're gonna drop, on 3, we're gonna drop Guff, Innervate, or Innervate, Lightning Bloom, something. Play another minion. Embiggen the deck. I don't know. Having at least 3 0-mana spells that you can play this with seems ridiculous. Then there's Barkskin, Biology Project, Crystal Power, Earthen Scales, Bloops, Spellstone, Living Roots, Naturalize? Yeah, Naturalize. Nature Studies. Okay, holy hell. Yeah, there's a lot of nature spells. Like, anything Druid is basically going to be a nature spell, so that's going to make this card a lot better. Maybe not necessarily an aggro thing, but, I mean, this would be pretty insane tempo. Where are the Eclipse cards? Okay, so both Eclipse cards. My god. Both Eclipses are going to be nature cards. So I wonder... So you drop Guff. You Solar Eclipse, so that's 1 2/2 bonus. Then you play whatever. It casts twice, so do you get 2 more Guff buffs? Or do you only get 1 Guff buff? I bet you get 2, and if that's the case, that's nuts. It seems like you'd get 2, because of how it's worded. Your next spell casts twice. It doesn't say the effect goes off twice. It says the spell casts twice. And this is after you cast a nature spell. So yeah, I think it's got to be twice. So that's pretty nuts. Okay, so Guff is pretty good. Some kind of tempo druid might turn out to be really good just based off of this. And then the 4-mana legendary Plague Maw the Rotting. After a friendly minion with Taunt dies, summon a new copy of it without Taunt. I don't know. They've been trying to make Taunt Druid a thing for like 6 years, and it's never been a thing. Actually, that's a lie. It's definitely been a thing. I forgot about, what's that bitch's name? Hadronox? Is that her name? Big-ass spider. Pretty sure it was 6 mana. Or not. Hadronox! This guy. Or girl. Or whatever it is. It's spider, I don't know. Yeah, so... Okay, so I guess Taunt Druid was a thing for a while. I can't remember what expansion it was. I mean, that was in Frozen Thrones, so... So it's probably right when I got back into the game during the year with the Witchwood and Rosticon Rumble and the Boomsday Project. I don't remember exactly which year that was, like which year name that was. But, okay, so yeah. I retract my previous statement about Taunt Druid not being a thing. But as of right now, it's not a thing, so... I don't know, maybe in Wild this will work. Maybe in Wild this will be really good. Druid of the Plains, 7 mana, 7/6. Rush. Frenzy, transform into a 7/6 Kodo with Taunt. This is pretty good. So you drop it, you deal up to 7 damage to something you deal 7 damage to something. As long as it doesn't deal 6 damage back, you transform into a full health 6/7 Kodo. So it's a 7 mana bomb to a minion. And then you still get to be a 6/7 with Taunt. So even the 6/7 with Taunt is pretty much right on curve. So yeah, that's really good. God, especially in like in Arena. I don't know how great it's gonna do in Standard, because Standard everything is so fast paced all the time, but in Arena that'll probably be really good. Celestial Alignment, 7 mana, set each player to 0 mana crystal, set the cost of cards in all hands and decks to 1. What? I'm sorry, what are we doing? Set each player to 0 mana, set the cost of cards in all hands and decks to 1. So you get to 7 mana, the game resets, and everything costs 1 mana. So this is what Astral Communion tried to do, only way better. I mean, it is gonna be kind of a shit show, but like, it's gonna be a fun shit show. This is gonna be a fun shit show to watch, to see what decks people get into. Yeah, dude, that's nuts. Yeah, because like, so Astral Communion, don't get me wrong, I played some Astral Communion in my day, and it's fun. Especially if you can rush that out on 2 or 3, instead of having to wait until 4. If you can ramp that out on 2 or 3, then or 1, then you are at an insane mana advantage, and you can play anything in your deck. But then you're just top decking. You're just top decking and hoping your opponent can't deal with your threats. Which, I mean, it was wildly inconsistent, because then basically, if the turn after you play Astral Communion, if you draw Astral Communion, you're fucked. The game is over. You lost. You may as well quit. Same kind of thing if you drew Wild Growth, or whatever the case may be, or an Innervate, anything like that. It's just like, alright, well, I quit. I give up. It's over. But if, but this damn thing, this thing right here, to increase your chances of drawing it, and then if you draw both in your opening hand, you just win. But anyway, so Celestial Alignment is just better, because it completely resets everything. You don't have to discard any of your cards, so you don't lose that tempo, or options for you to play. Yeah, it gives your opponent a chance to unload his hand, but like, let's be real, most people are playing aggro. In every meta, in every situation, most people are playing aggro, period. So if as an aggro player, your opponent plays this against you, and you're playing some kind of control druid, where your taunts are gonna resummon themselves, there's an emote for that. Smork. Yeah, this is nuts. This is probably going to be one of my favorite cards in the set. Like, I'm going to play Druid. I can't wait. Okay, so Living Seed, rank 1, draw a beast, reduce its cost by 1. Okay, so depending on what rank 2 and 3 are, that might get nuts. Just for argument's sake, if rank 3, so at 10 mana, for argument's sake, if you draw 3 beasts and reduce their costs by 3, then that's 3 cards you're drawing and you're gaining 9 mana, and you're reducing the costs by 9 mana. That would be nutty. Or, I mean, if it's still just draw 1 beast and it just reduces its cost by a lot more, then, I mean, that's still not bad. I don't know how playable that is, though. Because, again, aggro. This isn't going to help you keep up against, you know, some Smorky deck. Smorky Smorkerson. 2 mana, Mark of the Spike Shell. Give a minion +2/+2. If it has Taunt, add a copy of it to your hand. That's really good, again, in some kind of Taunt Druid deck. Razorman Battle Guard. The first Taunt minion you play each turn costs 2 less. That's neat. That's kind of neat. And then Pride's Fury. Give your minions +1/+3. Maybe in Token Druid that could be a thing. Maybe in Token Druid it could be a thing. I don't see it. Because at 4 mana in Token Druid, you've got yeah, I mean, you've just got better options. You've got Wrath of the Forest, I think is what it's called. Where you give your minions Death Rattle, summon a Trent. And then you've got the bitch that when you're holding a spell that costs 5 or more, you summon 2 Trents. So, I mean, I don't know. That Token Druid is just so full. I don't think this is good enough to make its way in. Thickhide Kodo, Taunt, 3/5, Death Rattle, gain 5 armor. So this is Tazdingo with Death Rattle, gain 5 armor. Power creep for ya. Then Thorn Growth Sentries. 2 mana, summon 2 1/2 turtles with Taunt. That would synergize really well with Plague Maw. Because, I mean, at that point, for 6 mana, you're getting 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So what did I say? 11, 14 in stats? It's not bad, but very situational because you have to have Plague Maw before this would be good. That's a lie. This 2 mana, summon 2 1/2s with Taunt, that's not bad on its own. But to get the true value, you'd have to have Plague Maw. Bro, even the art on this is cool. This is a cool freaking card. I'm excited. Hunter. I've heard Hunter is really lackluster this set, so let's see. Tavish Storm Pike. 3 mana, 2/5. After a friendly beast attacks, summon a beast from your deck that costs 1 less. Okay. So, for argument's sake... Okay. So for the all-powerful argument's sake, you have a Tavish on board. Oh, it's after it attacks. Okay, I misunderstood that. Okay, so after it attacks, so I mean, if you get a beast with Rush, then I mean, you automatically get a second. Okay, so this could be really good. Sometimes I just have to work myself through it, you know? Where the hell is it? There it is, Spring Paw. A beast with Tom Sawyer? What? What about Tom Sawyer? Okay, so after a beast attacks, so on... he said Rush. Gotcha, I'm with you. So, okay, on four, you play Tavish, throw a Spring Paw for your 4th mana, it attacks, you get a 0 mana beast from your deck. My guess is they'll probably have some little 0 mana 1/1 beast that... kind of like the worthless imp that you draw if your deck doesn't have any demons left in it. But anyway, whatever. 5 mana, 3/5, Barrack Kodobane. Battlecry, draw a 1, 2, and 3 cost spell. It's not bad. It's a little behind on stats. I guess it fills up your hand, which is good. 2 mana, 2/3. After you summon a spell, summon a 1/1 hyena with Rush. Warsong Wrangler, 4 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, discover a beast in your deck. Discover a beast in your deck. Give all copies of it +2/+1 wherever they are. Hey man, yeah, I'm doing really good. Funny story, I'm actually also streaming on Twitch at this very moment. I don't stream on Twitch anymore, but my friend who's in the chat, we're actively talking about the cards, and the delay between, I guess it's not input delay, but the delay between what I say and when YouTube shows it was crazy long. So I'm actually simultaneously streaming to Twitch and YouTube, which I'm pretty sure can get me kicked out of the Twitch affiliate program. But, man, I don't stream on Twitch anyway. But, so, you can either hang out in YouTube, or you can go hang out in the Twitch chat. Whatever's easier for you. To answer your question, going really good. I actually bought a laptop over the weekend. Okay, I'm coming to Twitch. I will talk to you over there. Okay, so where was I? Warsong Wrangler. Discover a beast in your deck. Give all copies of it +2/+1. That's kind of neat. It's not bad. This is better. Yeah, sorry. In general, I will be streaming on YouTube instead, but tonight, when I'm doing something so chat intensive, it just makes sense to do it on Twitch also. But welcome. 11:48 p.m. here, so it's what, probably 6, 7 a.m. over in Europe. Sunscale Raptor, 1 mana, 1/3, Frenzy. Shuffle a Sunscale Raptor into your deck with a permanent +2/+1. That's kind of neat. Pretty good for a little more aggressive decks. The Hunter ranked card is Tame Beast. Summon a 2/2 Beast with Rush. 2/2 Beast with Rush for 2 mana. Pretty good. Right on curve. I actually just got up. Need to get ready and go to work. Yeah, I gotcha. Well, yeah, absolutely. How's work and everything been going? Oh, then you have holiday. That's good. Get a few days off. Doing anything fun? Or just kind of hanging out? Officially 6:49 a.m. Gotcha. Prospectors Caravan. Start of your turn, give all minions in your hand +1/+1. That'll never stick more than 1 or 2 turns. But, I mean, it's the same as a couple of Crusader cards from a few expansions ago. I mean, it's just never gonna stick. Even at 1/3. If this was 1 mana, then I mean, yeah, it would be absolutely nuts. I think it's 2 mana with the intention that it's gonna get removed by the turn, by your next turn. You might get 1 effect out of it. Yeah. Yeah, maybe someday we won't have Rona anymore, but for right now, it's been a year. If countries like the United States would start taking the Rona seriously, maybe we'd get closer to getting rid of it. 1 mana Wound Prey. Yes, I know you do not drink, Derek. Neither do I. We'll play more Last Epoch and level up my Lightning Sorcerer. I'll do some Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah. What did you find Red Dead 2 for? Yep. Talk to you soon. Okay, so 1 mana Wound Prey. Deal 1 damage, summon a 1/1 Hyena with Rush. Okay, so there's 2 different cards that summon 1/1 Hyenas with Rush. 18 euro. I think that's like $20 here. Yeah, 21.20. So yeah, I mean that's pretty cheap. I think it's normally going. I think it's still up around $40 here. So. Oh, so I mean $29.99. So yeah. Yeah, I mean getting it for $21 is still a pretty good sale. Oh yeah, it's 35 on Xbox. Yeah, it sounds like you got a pretty good deal on it. Okay. Pack Kodo and Piercing Shot. 3 mana, 3/3. Battlecry, discover a beast, secret, or weapon. It's good that it gives you the ability to choose. And then Piercing Shot. 4 mana, deals 6 damage to a minion. Excess damage hits the enemy hero. How's the new house? Looks like, yeah, it's really nice. I wouldn't say that we're finished. We're still painting and stuff, but I mean, shout out to the wife here. She's done a ton of work getting it nicer, and you know, even nicer than it was before. You know, we're comfy. It's home. We're pretty happy. We actually just rearranged the little office where we have our computers. We call it our nerd cave. We actually just rearranged it this weekend, and it feels twice as spacious. So, to summarize Hunter, meh. It's just kind of there. Let me see here. As for the mage, Varden Dawn Grasp. Words are fun. 4 mana, 3/3. Battlecry, freeze all enemy minions. If they are already frozen, deal 4 damage to them instead. Okay. 10 mana. Blizzard into Dawn Grasp. Deal 10 mana, 6 damage to all enemies. It's not bad. This is better by itself than it would be comboing it with Blizzard. Mordesh Fire Eye. I saw this one on Twitter. 10 mana, 10/10. If you've dealt 10 damage with your hero power this game, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Wizard hero power has never been strong enough on its own. There was a time during the Witchwood year when I really wanted to make it a thing, and I know a lot of people were playing it, but it just wasn't strong enough. But when you add in Wildfire, 2 mana, increase the damage of your hero power by 1, you play that twice, plus all the other stuff that gives you bonus damage on a specific turn, then that makes this Mordresh a lot more appealing. So hero power mage might finally actually be a thing. I don't know. Arcane Luminary, 3 mana, 4/3. Cards that didn't start in your deck cost 2 less, but no less than 1. Okay. That's pretty good, but it has to stick for you to get the effect. Reckless Apprentice, 4 mana, 3/5. Battlecry, fire your hero power at all enemies. That's pretty cool. I mean, especially if you've hit it with a couple of wildfires, so that you're dealing, a few damage to each enemy. Flurry, 0 mana to start. Freeze a random enemy minion. Probably at 10 mana, it freezes everything and deals a shitload of damage or something stupid. We'll worry about that later, because for some reason it doesn't let me see. Rhyme Tongue, 3 mana, 3/4. After you cast a frost spell, summon a 1/1 elemental that freezes. That's not bad. I wish it was like a 1/1 elemental that freezes with rush, but take what you can get, I guess. Marooned Orb, 2 mana, deal 2 damage, and discover a spell. Seems a little ridiculous for 2 mana, but okay. Here's a secret. Oasis Ally. 3 mana, secret. When a friendly minion is attacked, summon a 3/6 water elemental. So that's pretty cool. I don't know how good that is, but it's cool. And then Refreshing Spring Water, 4 mana, draw 2 cards, refresh 2 mana crystals for each spell drawn. Hell yes, I'll be playing this in my 0 spell deck, or my 0 minion deck. That's really good, because it's draw 2 cards for free in that deck. Hell yeah. Oh my god, it's already midnight. I gotta wrap this damn thing up. And we're only like half done. Okay. So, Paladin Carrialromy? Roamy, I guess? I don't know. 4 mana, 4/5, Rush, Divine Shield. Whenever this attacks, reduce the cost of holy spells in your hand by 1. Okay. Depends how good holy spells are going to be. Cannon Master Smith, 5 mana, 4/4. Transform your secrets into 3/3 soldiers. They transform back when they die. That doesn't make sense. I don't know why you would want to get rid of your secrets. Like, even if they... I don't know. That doesn't seem worth it. It's also weird that they're suddenly talking about Paladin secrets again for the first time since, what, the Grand Tournament? RIP Mysterious Challenger, by the way. Veteran War Medic, 4 mana, 3/5. More Testingo stats. After you cast a holy spell, summon a 2/2 medic with lifesteal. Okay, not bad. Conviction is the rank spell. Give a random friendly minion +3 attack. That could be pretty nutty, depending on how it scales when it ranks up. Sword of the Fallen. After a hero attacks, cast a secret from your deck. Oh, okay, so that makes sense why they made Cannon Master. Northwatch Commander, 3 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, if you control a secret, draw a minion. Okay. And Soldier's Caravan, at the start of your turn, summon 2 1/1 Silver Hands. It's not bad. This is more likely to stick than the Hunter one, because 1/1 Silverhand recruits aren't that big a deal, unless you're playing a Silverhand recruit deck. Invigorating Sermon. Give +1/+1 to all minions in your hand, deck, and battlefield. Hand, deck, and battlefield. That seems strictly worse than Embiggen by a large margin. A large margin. So just the mana cost makes Embiggen better. 4 mana is a big deal. The difference between having 0 mana left over at the end of a turn and having 4 mana at the end of a turn, that's a big difference. Embiggen is +2/+2 instead of +1/+1. And then, I don't know. I don't see that ever being played for any reason. Galloping Savior, 1 mana secret. After your opponent plays 3 cards in a turn, summon a 3/4 steed with taunt. It's not bad. Kind of punishes some rogue decks, so that's good. It's always good to punish rogue. And then Knight of Anointment, 1 mana, 1/1, draw a holy spell. Meh, that seems like a cop-out. That seems like they couldn't think of anything more interesting. Sounds good. Glad you made it into a home. Work's okay, I guess. Can be a bit stressful. Yeah, work's always going to be stressful. I actually just took a vacation 2 weeks ago. It was only 3 days, but it was enough to kind of reset a little bit. Made me not hate my job quite as much when I came back, so that's something. So Paladin, kind of a mixed bag. I don't know how good it's going to be. I can't imagine it's going to be too good. Because, like, secrets aren't that big a deal. Like, yeah, they play they play a few secrets, but like the best secrets are secrets that you don't pay for. The best secrets are the ones from... I can't remember the name of the spell, but it's in the current meta. It's a 1-mana spell that plays a random secret, and it has a twin spell, so you get it back next turn. You get to play a second random secret. That's by far the best secret Paladin has, so I can't imagine this is going to be too good, but in metas where there's a lot of rogues running around, Galloping Savior might be really good. So moving on to Priest. Take a sip of water real quick. Okay. Exrella. 4 mana, 4/4, Battle Cry. If you've restored health this turn, deal that much damage to all enemies. That's pretty lit. Yeah. I have 3 words for you. Circle of Healing. Just heal up everything on the board and then just shit on everything for 6 or 8 damage all at once. That's going to be a really popular card. Serena Bloodfeather. 2 mana, 1/1. Choose an enemy minion. Steal attack and health from it until this has more. Okay, that's interesting. So instead of just saying point blank, steal that minion's attack and health, or like trade stats with another minion, instead it's make this minion bigger than that other minion. So that's kind of neat, especially for 2 mana. That's probably going to be played quite a bit, especially if big, greedy druid taunt decks are going to be a thing. So Condemn, 2 mana. It's the ranked spell. Deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Okay, that's really boring. And again, kind of like Night of Anointment, kind of seems like they just didn't have any better idea, because that seems kind of boring. Because that means it's probably going to be like, at rank 5, it's probably going to be like deal 4 damage to all enemy minions. And then at rank 3, so at 10 mana, it'll probably be like deal 6 mana to all enemy minions. And it's just like, it's not that exciting. Priest of Anshi? I don't know how to pronounce Warcraft terms. 5 mana, 5/5 taunt with Battle Cry. If you've restored health this turn, gain +3/+3. Holy hell. 3 more words for you. Circle of Healing. Literally just drop that, heal anything, and then you have a 5 mana 8/8 with taunt. What? That's kind of nuts. It's gonna have to have certain things like Desperate Prayer. Yeah, Desperate Prayer, 0 mana, restore 5 health to each hero. Yeah, sure, I'll give my opponent 5 health back if it means I can have an 8/8 with taunt on turn 5. That's nuts. Light Shower Elemental, taunt. Death Rattle, restore 8 health to all friendly characters. 6/6 for 6 mana. That's kind of nuts. That's really, really good. Void Flare, 4 mana, 3/4, Battle Cry. For each spell in your hand, deal 1 damage to a random enemy minion. I don't really have an opinion about that. It's just Then Soothsayer's Caravan. At the start of your turn, copy a spell from your opponent's deck to your hand. 2 mana, 1/3. That's another really good Caravan card. Again, probably won't stick long enough. But if it sticks, then you get shit from your opponent's hand. I already talked about Desperate Prayer. And then Devouring Plague, 3 mana. Lifesteal, deal 4 damage randomly split among all enemy minions. I don't like that at all. Generally speaking, that deal damage randomly split among enemy minions is just not going to be good. You'd rather it be either a true AoE where it hits everything equally. But I mean, I guess because it's got lifesteal, so deal 4 damage. So you're dealing 4 damage and healing yourself for 4 for 3 mana. So I mean, yeah, that's a lot of tempo for 3 mana, but it's just going to be really situational. That's going to be by far the best when it's against a single target. And then Power Word Fortitude. 8 mana, give a minion +3/+5, cost 1 less for each spell in your hand. Holy hell. So, I mean, 3/5 is a 4 mana body. So, I mean, you have to have 4 spells in your hand in addition to Power Word Fortitude to make this worth the tempo. So, this is probably just never going to get played. It's probably just never going to be worth it. Unless you are playing some kind of like... what's it called? Spectral Summoner or some shit? What's it called? Spiteful Priest? Is that it? Spiteful Summoner, yeah. Reveal a spell from your deck, summon a random minion with the same cost. Yeah, so I mean, unless you're playing like a Spiteful Summoner deck, this is just never going to be worth it. So Priest, It's got a couple of the strongest cards in the set so far, but it's also got this and Devouring Plague. And it's just, not terrible, but it could be a lot better. Okay, so moving on to Rogue. Okay, here we go. Scabs Cutter Butter. Combo. The next 2 cards you play this turn cost 3 less. So, 4 mana, 3/3. So that's overstated by 1. It has to be played in a combo. So it can't be the first card you play in the turn. And then your next 2 cards cost 3 less. So that's -6. So, I mean, it's going to get played. If it wasn't combo, then this would have to be like 8 mana. But with it being combo, I guess they figure, well, there's not enough 0 mana cards. Yeah, right. 4 mana, Apothecary Hellbrim. Battlecry and Death Rattle, add a random poison to your hand. Meh. That's literally a card that they've already printed. So many wonderful toxins. Yeah, exactly. It's just Zavril. I probably said that wrong, but presumably deadly poison, nitro boost poison, or paralytic poison. Head out. Yeah, have a great day at work. Enjoy your holiday when you get done with I think you said today is your last day. So, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. Add a random toxin card, yeah. So I guess Zavril is a little different, but okay. It's just funny because Zavril is literally a 4-mana 3/2. Oh, Friday was your last day. Gotcha. One mana, yoink. Yeah, that makes sense. I fully understand. Well, go get your stuff done, and then you have a great vacation, all right? So yoink. Discover a hero power, set its cost to 0, swap it back after 2 uses. Okay, it's not terrible. Swine Tusk Shank. 3 mana, 2/2. After you play poison, gain 1 durability. That could scale pretty crazy. So assuming this post is correct, and it's either deadly poison, nitro boost poison, or paralytic poison. Yeah. That would be pretty nuts, wouldn't it? Oil Rig, Ambusher, Battle Cry. Deal 2 damage if the center of your hand this turn. Deal 4 instead. Meh. Paralytic Poison. Give your weapon +1 attack, and your hero's immune while attacking. Again, if that comboing with the Shank is pretty strong. Then 3 mana Field Contact. After you play Battle Cry or combo card, that's important. Draw a card. And 2 mana Silverleaf Poison. Give your weapon after your hero attacks, draw a card. Okay. Wicked Stab. It's the rank card. Deal 2 damage for 2 mana. Okay, that's literally the same as Condemn. Arguably worse than Condemn. Okay. It just seems like lazy card design. But okay. And Efficient Octobot. 2 mana, 1/4. Frenzy. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand by 1. Great! A way for rogues to reduce the cost of crap in their hand. Lit. And it's 2 mana, 1/4. So it's gonna stick. Okay, so Rogue continues to have just the most ridiculous synergy amongst cards in its own set. But, I mean, this doesn't seem overly ridiculous, but it does seem like, under the right circumstances, which high-level players will find those circumstances, these could be really good cards. So Shaman, how many more do we have? Shaman, Warlock, Warrior, and Neutrals. Still got a ways to go, so let's try and roll through the Shaman cards here. Brucon, 4 mana, 5/4, nature spell damage +3. Okay. Firemancer Flurgle, 2 mana, 2/3. After you play a Murloc, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Okay, they're still trying to make. So what I'm hearing is you really need to build a rogue deck. Now I'm not smart enough to play rogue. You have to think like 3 turns ahead. You have to know when to combo and when not to. I just can't. So they're still trying to make Murloc Shaman a thing. It's never going to be a thing. They've been trying since literally forever. Chain Lightning, deal 2 damage to a random minion and a random adjacent one. See, that's better. That's not just so lazy, just boring. Deal X damage to a minion. Or deal X damage to all minions. Like, this is something a little more creative. Nah, dude, I don't play against the Innkeeper. I don't even play unless it's ranked. Like, they have the unranked games. I won't even play that. Like, if I'm playing, it's ranked. Period. Because I'm a man. I'm a manly man. Lily Pad Lurker, 5 mana, 5/4, Battlecry. If you played an elemental last turn, transform an enemy minion into a 0/1 with Frog with Taunt. So it's a 5 mana, 4/5 body with a built-in Hex, as long as you played an elemental on the previous turn. Seems really ridiculous. Nothing can stop us. 3 mana, give your minions +1/+1, give your Murlocs an extra +1/+1. Okay. Seems good. Earth Revenant, 4 mana, 2/6. Taunt, Battlecry, deal 1 to all enemy minions. Okay. That's good. I mean, it's the body's on curve, and it deals 1 damage to all enemy minions. So yeah, that'll see a lot of play. Tiny Finn's Caravan. At the start of your turn, draw a Murloc. Okay. Again, they're really trying hard to make Murlocs a thing. Spawn Pool Forager. 1 mana, 1/2. Death Rattle, summon a 1/1 Tiny Finn. South Coast Chieftain. Battlecry, if you control another Murloc, deal 2 damage. That seems underpowered. But at the same time, that's kind of the Murloc thing, is to just kind of swarm, and you get enough of them together, and then they become a problem. And, I mean, at 2 mana, dealing 2 damage is pretty decent. So I shouldn't complain too much, I guess. Then Arid Stormer, 3 mana, 2/5. If you played an elemental last turn, gain Wind Fury and Rush. Seems nuts. So Shaman has a lot of individually really strong tools here, but I don't like that they have 3 really good elementals, and then they're like, oh, and we're also going to play into nature damage, but we're only going to give you 1 nature damage spell, and then it's a bunch of Murloc stuff. Like, I just don't like it. There's no synergy for the whole class. It's all just... I don't know. It depends what they do in the next couple of sets for this expansion year, I guess. But, like, right now, this is going to put Shaman in kind of a weird place. Warlock. Tamzin Rom. 3 mana, 1/3. Whenever you cast a shadow spell that costs 1 or more, add a copy of it to your hand that costs 0. Seems nutty. Niru Fireblade. 5 mana, 5/5. If your deck is empty, open a portal that fills your board with 3/2 imps each turn. That's not good. Why would that be a thing? Oh, Altar of Fire. Destroy the top 3 cards of each deck. Oh god, are they trying to make like a fatigue Warlock? Soul Rend. Deal 5 damage to all minions. Destroy a card in your deck for each killed. Okay. Bloodshard Bristleback. Lifesteal Battlecry. If your deck contains 10 or fewer cards, deal 6 damage to a minion. And it's a 3 mana, 3/3. So that's really good, even if you don't get the Battlecry. So, like, there's no reason to not play this if you're going to be playing Warlock. Like, any Warlock deck, this is going to make better. Because, like, it even gives you the late game effect, even if you're not playing a, like, fatigue type Warlock deck. Apothecaries Caravan, 2 mana, 1/3. At the start of your turn, summon a 1-cost minion from your deck. Okay. The ranked card, Imp Swarm, 2 mana, summon a 3/2 Imp. That's bad. Why is that not 1 mana, summon a 3? I mean, I don't know. My brain hurts. I guess that's right. I'm dumb. I was thinking of the 3/2 Imp for 1 mana that Warlock has that you deal 3 damage to your hero. Because that has the big negative effect of dealing damage to your hero is why it is only 1 mana. So never mind. I guess 3/2 for 2 mana is correct. Grimoire of Sacrifice, destroy a friendly minion, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. Okay. Early game seems really good, especially if your opponent hits you with something really aggressive. Cabal Outfitter, 3 mana, 3/3. Battlecry and Death Rattle. Give another random friendly minion +1/+1. I mean, I don't think that's good enough to be in Constructed. I think in Arena that'll be fine, but it just doesn't seem strong enough for Constructed. Moving right along to Warrior. Best class in the game. I hope you're paying attention now, Derek. Let's go. Okay, so Rokara, 3 mana, 2/3, Rush. After a friendly minion attacks and survives, give it +1/+1. It's kind of cool. Kind of an interesting take on the old Warsong commander that gave everything under a certain cost charge. Warrior is BIS, best in slot, question mark? Is that what BIS is? Overlord Sourfang. Wasn't he a card in the World of Warcraft TCG? Yes, best in slot, okay. Yes, he sure was. I think he was that like tournament promo guy, right? Oh, yeah, no, this is definitely not the guy I was thinking of. Okay, so in the WoW TCG, 8 mana, 9/4. Protector enters combat with... Oh, when an ally enters combat, destroy that ally. Okay, I don't... Oh, when it enters combat, so when he attacks an ally or when an ally attacks him, automatically destroy that minion. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It took me a minute to understand what it was saying. Yeah, the biggest not the biggest difference, obviously, but one huge difference is between Hearthstone and the WoW TCG is how different it is, because now there's... Being Horde and Alliance doesn't matter anymore. Like, this set is the first time I think they've really mentioned specifically the Horde, like, in the card design. At least in like any... This is like the first time that they've been like, okay, here's the deal. This expansion is going to be all about the Horde. So like I'm guessing the next expansion will be all about Alliance, but cross that bridge in a few months when we get there. But anyway, Sour Fang, 7 mana, 5/4, Battlecry, resurrect 2 Frenzy minions, and deal 1 damage to all other minions. Okay. Oh, so it resurrects the 2 minions. The order is what's important here. So it resurrects the 2 Frenzy minions, and then it deals 1 damage to them, so you get those Frenzies immediately. So that's kind of neat. More Shannon Elite, 5 mana, 4/4, Taunt Battlecry. Heroes attacked this turn, summon a copy of this. Okay. Oh, if your hero attacked this turn. Plural. Attacked. Okay. So that might be good in like some aggro decks, but I don't know. 4 mana, Rancor, deal 2 damage to all minions, gain 2 armor for each destroyed. Okay, Warsong Envoy, 1 mana, 1/3, Frenzy, gain +1 attack for each damaged character. Conditioning, 2 mana, give minions in your hand +1/+1. Again, seems like lazy card design to me, but alright. So far, I have not been impressed with the rank up cards. I'm pretty sure on like 4 of them, like 4 or 5 out of 9 of them, I've been like, yeah, that's really lazy card design. Outrider's Axe, 4 mana. After your hero attacks and kills a minion, draw a card. It's kind of neat. Oh, and it is 3/3. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. That'll see some play. And then Stone Maul, Anchorman, 5 mana, 4/5, Rush, Frenzy, draw card. Ooh, and he's a pirate. I mean, I guess I should have realized he was a pirate by the anchor and the pirate hat in his picture. And the pierced nipples. Wow, I guess the wife is focused. I really expected her to look at me when I said pierced nipples.
I heard.
Love you. Okay. Where was I? 4 mana, Whirling Combatant. Battlecry and Frenzy. Deal 1 damage to all other minions. That's really good. I like that it repeats the effect. Holy hell, on 8 mana. On 8 mana, you could deal 4 damage to the board. On 8, if you have 2 of these, you play 1, Battlecry goes off, deals 1 damage to everything. You play the second one, its Battlecry goes off, deals 1 damage to everything. The first one's Frenzy goes off 1 damage. And the second one's Frenzy goes off in 1 damage. That's kind of neat. I like that. I mean, great synergy with like Armor Smith. So that's just kind of neat. I like that. Frenzy seems like it would be a mainly warrior thing. Maybe it's because Barbarian and Diablo has the Frenzy ability. I don't know. It just seems like something that would be primarily warrior. And then finally bulk up. Give a random taunt minion in your hand +1/+1 and copy it. Okay. Not bad. Okay, we finally made it to the neutrals. So overall, I'm not crazy impressed by the by the classes. A few of them were really good. Of them, I don't know, individual card power, I'd probably have to give it to Shaman, but like the overall class design is so bad for Shaman because it's so distracted on what it wants to do. I think I gotta give best class cards to Druid. Maybe it's just because Druid is what I'm really looking forward to playing the most, but holy hell, both legendaries seem to have a place. Both epics seem to have a really good place. I mean, I don't like it that they're still trying to make beasts a thing for druids. Another thing that they've been trying to do since like 2015. And it has never worked. And that's... Okay, I guess 2 of the minions this time around are beasts, but still. And then, you know, Spike Shell, it's not terrible. Pride's Fury is probably the worst card for Druid in this set. Thorn Growth Sentries, I think, has a place, especially in really aggro metas. And then Thick-Hide Kodo is the same kind of way. I mean, and the more aggro the meta gets, the better something like Thick-Hide and Druid of the Plains are going to be. So I really like these Druid cards. I think that's got to be my favorite class design for this set. Moving forward to the neutral minions. So, Mankrik, I think that's it, Mankrik. I don't know why it matters so much, but 3 mana, 3/4. Help this dude find his wife. She was last seen somewhere in your deck. So what? He's gonna place her in our deck? Do we know what his wife is gonna be? Wow. Battlecry, shuffle a dead wife into your deck. Okay. Alrighty then. I'm gonna move right along. I'm guessing that in World of Warcraft, his wife is dead. And, like, that's where she is when she's missing. Just a guess on my part. Shadowhunter Vol'jin. This is free for everyone who logs in. This card comes for free, I mean, to everyone who logs into Hearthstone. Battlecry, choose a minion, swap it with another random one in its owner's hand. Okay. There's not a whole lot of, like, bouncing back to someone's hand type mechanics in Hearthstone, so this is interesting, if nothing else. Blademaster Samoru. 4 mana, 1/6 with Rush. Frenzy, deal damage equal to this minion's attack to all enemy minions. There's a lot of stuff in this set that's buffing specific, specific cards in your hand's attacks. So, I mean, this could be pretty strong. It just depends. Then Kazakis, Golem Shaper, 4 mana, 3/3. If your deck has no 4-cost cards, build a custom Golem. That'll probably be nuts. They'll probably have decks built around it. 7 mana, 5/5. Cargill Battle Scar. Battlecry, summon a 5/5 lookout for each watch post you've summoned this game. Crossroads Watch Post, 4 mana, 4/6. Can't attack. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, give your minions +1/+1. Are there going to be other watch posts? Yeah, apparently there are. So we'll get to that. Let's see if I can just find the other ones. So, The Morshan Watch Post. 3 mana, 3/5, can't attack. After your opponent plays a minion, summon a 2/2 grunt. Okay. Are there any others? Far Watch Post. 2 mana, 2/4, can't attack. After your opponent draws a card, it costs 1 more. Okay. So... Oh. All that shit I was talking about, how they weren't letting me see stuff, it was all just at the bottom of the screen. But anyway... So, okay, there's a total of 3 watch posts. So a maximum is you could get 6 5/5s plus Cargill himself. So I mean a board of 7/7 or a board of 5/5s, a full board of 7 5/5s for 7 mana seems pretty good if you are actually trying to play all the watch posts. South Sea Scoundrel, 4 mana, 5/5. Battlecry, discover a card in your opponent's deck. They draw theirs as well. I mean, I guess maybe in Rogue, no other pirate deck would care about discovering crap from your opponent's deck, especially if it lets them draw a card, though. I don't see that getting played. Primordial Protector, 8 mana, 6/6. Draw your highest cost spell. Summon a random minion with the same cost. Okay. Spirit Healer, 4 mana, 3/6. After you cast a holy spell, give a random friendly minion +2 health. Okay. Then the Barrens Blacksmith, 5 mana, 3/5. Frenzy, give your other minions +2/+2. Kind of lacking for an epic. Horde Operative, 3 mana, 3/4. Battlecry, copy your opponent's secrets and put them into play. Holy hell, that's lit. That's really cool, and I really like that. I don't think they've done stuff where you just destroy your opponent's secrets. I don't think they've ever done anything like this where you copy their secrets. So that's really cool. Torajo Brave. 6 mana, 4/8. Frenzy, destroy a random enemy minion. That's pretty neat. Burning Blade Acolyte. 5 mana, 1/1. Death Rattle, summon a 5/8 demon spawn with Taunt. Hecklefang Hyena, Battlecry, deal 3 damage to your hero. It's 2 mana, 2/4. It's not good enough stats for this Battlecry to make sense. Maybe if it was a 1 mana, 2/4, it would make sense. But at 2 mana, I just don't... All those Wario cards seem pretty good. Yeah, they do. You're right. Druid and Warrior are going to be my favorite classes for this set. Yeah, this just seems bad. I mean, yeah, there's reasons why you would want to deal damage to your own hero, but... And it doesn't really make sense. Why would... I don't know. I'm not getting into that right now. So, Razorman Raider, 5 mana, 5/6. Frenzy, attack a random enemy. That's pretty good. Peon, 2 mana, 2/3. Frenzy, add a random spell from your class to your hand. Never gonna get played. Gold Road Grunt, 5 mana, 3/7. Taunt, Frenzy, gain armor equal to the damage taken. I mean, That seems like it could be decent, because yeah, it could soak up a like 1 damage spell that would go elsewhere, or that could be important somewhere else, like a Moonfire or something. Or if your opponent just says, screw it, I'm not playing around and I'm just gonna hit it, then you just gain a bunch of armor. So it kind of makes your opponent think about how they want to play, so that's not bad. Darkspear Berserker, 4 mana, 5/7, Death Rattle, deal 5 damage to your hero. Big meh. Gruntled Patron, 4 mana, 3/3. Frenzy, summon another Gruntled Patron. My god, they're bringing back Patron Warrior. Oh my god. What the hell? So, it's not exactly the same thing. It's not quite as strong as Grim Patron was. But my god. It's 1 less mana. It's still a 3/3 body. You're still... Oh my god, I can't believe we're getting Patron Warrior back. I can't wait. I hope that effect stacks. If that effect doesn't stack, like, so when you summon the next Gruntled Patron, if it doesn't let you hit that one again, by another, they mean a full health one? Pile on! I can't wait. I'm so excited. Get in here! Oh my god, I can't wait. Yes! Gruntled? As opposed to disgruntled? So he's happy? I didn't know it was a word either, honestly. Means pleased, satisfied, and contented. Get in here! Gruntled and whelmed. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! I can't not wait. I am so freaking excited. I'm more excited for this than any other card in the set, period. Okay, Injured Marauder, 4 mana, 5/10. Taunt, deal 6 damage to this minion. So it becomes a 4 mana, 5/4 with Taunt that just gets healed by priests. Okay. But Priest has enough other stuff to play. I don't know that this will see a lot of play. But this seems a lot better than the Injured Dragon. What? What was it? Injured. It was Injured something. I don't know. This isn't the actual card. Sleepy Dragon. That's what it was. That's what it was. No. I give up. I'm never going to make the point that I was trying to make. I'm just going to move right along. 3 mana, 2/4 Barrens Trapper. Your Death Rattle cards cost 1 less. Okay, there's a card for your Demon Hunter. God, why was that so difficult? Crossroads Gossiper, 3 mana, 4/3. After a friendly secret is revealed, gain +2/+2. I saw this one before I started streaming tonight. I saw this a few days ago. I think it should be any secret. I get that it's friendly secret because that way its power can't just like scale uncontrollably. But like, I think it should be any secret. I think make it a 4 mana, 4/3. And after a secret has been revealed, gain +2/+2. I just think that would make more sense since it's a gossiper. They don't give a shit if you're their friend or not. They want to hear your gossip. Death's Head Cultist, 3 mana, 2/4. Taunt, Death Rattle, restore 4 health to your hero. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's right on curve at 3 mana, 2/4 with Taunt, and then it's got a strong Death Rattle, so I like it. Hog Rancher, 3 mana, 3/2. Summon a 2/1 Hog with Rush. Again, These kind of cards never make it into Standard. That's just an arena card. 3 mana, 4/3. Ratchet Privateer. Battlecry, give your weapon +1 attack. Sunwell Initiate, 3 mana, 3/4. Frenzy, gain Divine Shield. Okay. Venomous Scorpid, 3 mana, 1/3. Poisonous. Battlecry, discover a spell? What? What does discovering a spell have to do with anything? I'm so confused. Okay, Lushwater Mercenary, 2 mana, 3/2. Battlecry, if you control a Murloc, gain +1/+1. Lushwater Scout, 2 mana, 1/3. After you summon a Murloc, give it +1 attack and rush. It's not bad. Oasis Thrasher, 2 mana, 2/3. Frenzy, deal 3 damage to the enemy hero. That's pretty good. That's kind of like Leper Gnome and River Thrasher, River Crocolisk, whatever it's called, had a baby. So that's pretty good. I don't know if it's going to be quite good enough to be in anything other than really aggro decks, but we'll see. Talented Arcanist, 2 mana, 1/3. Battlecry, your next spell this turn has spell damage +2. Never going to get played. Toad of the Wilds, 2 mana for a 2/2. Battlecry, if you're holding a nature spell, gain +2 health. And finally, the last card of the set. Kindling Elemental, 1 mana, 1/2. Battlecry, the next elemental you play costs 1 less. That's a really good elemental. That's really good. I really like that one. So yeah, as it turns out, that Mankirk is shuffle a Dead Wife into your deck. Cast when drawn, summon a 3/10 Mankirk, who immediately attacks the enemy hero. Okay. So here's just all of the different cards. Tamed Thunder Lizard. Oh, okay, so these are the rush, or these are the rank cards. So he becomes a 10... Okay, so when I have 10 mana, this becomes a 6 mana, 6/6 with rush. That doesn't mean that it costs 10 mana. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Holy Steed. Galloping Savior is going to be a good card. I like it. I like the design. Everything. It's going to be good. But I think that's going to do it for tonight's stream. I am tired as hell and trying to go to bed. Okay, so here's all the ranked spells. So this is always a 1 mana spell. So at rank 3, it's give your hero +4 attack. Okay. So they're a little better than I thought they were going to be, because they stay at the same cost. I thought their cost went up as their rank went up. So, okay, that's a little better than I thought it was going to be. And then, so Living Seed, draw Beast, reduce its cost by 3. Okay. Tame Beast, ultimately summon a 6/6 beast with Rush. Flurry ends up being still 0 mana, freeze 3 enemy minions. Conviction, give 3 random friendly minions +3 attack. Condemn equals a 2 mana, deal 3 damage to all enemy minions. I still don't like that. Wicked Stab becomes a 2 mana, deal 6 damage. I still don't like that. Chain Lightning still seems good. Imp Swarm, I guess that's pretty good. 3, so it's what, 9/6 in stats for 2 mana? So I mean, that's pretty good, but... Alrighty. Well, hey, Derek, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good rest of your evening. And anyone else watching, thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have a good evening as well. Later.